We're joined by under-23s manager Godfrey Torto. 3-1 win today in the League Cup over Guildford City. Godfrey, your immediate thoughts on the result and the performance?
Happy with the win. Happy with the win for sure. I wouldn't say I was generally happy with the performance. I think first half we were good for the 3 goals. I think it could have been more. I think it should have been more. I felt we played well, played some really good football at times. I think some of the football we played and the movement, running off the ball was probably the best that we played in the 3 games we played so far. But I feel like we should have took more advantage of that. I told them at half time that I really want them to sort of go in it second half. They're going to put a bit of a fight on in the first 10 minutes, so go at it second half and try and use our athleticism. I felt that where they had quite a few older players, I felt as if we went at them and as the game went on the second half, we should be able to outrun them a bit. But I felt second half I was disappointed with our performance.
What chance? You said you're 3-0 up at half time. Probably it could have been 4-5 at least with the chances that we got.
Yeah.
And in the second half, you said it was a bit of a game at 2 halves. Finished 3-1.
Yeah.
In the end, so I think I said 3-0 at the start. Finished 3-1 in the end.
Yeah.
What changed in the second half? Was it part us easing off and what?
Yeah.
And did they change anything that made it a bit more difficult?
I think, to be fair, I think we should have gone 4-0 up. I think we had a great chance where Max got in on the right side and he tried to saw someone in the inside. Where he's on a hat-trick, I would have liked to see him just drill it, bottom corner, left corner. But he tried to square it. It was a bit behind Jordan. And then we had that mid where
bit of a goalmouth scramble,
3-4 shots. And I think if we had scored that goal, we probably would have ran on to probably score more as well. And they would have probably, stuffed had the stuffing out of them. And I think we would have gone on and run it. I think once you missed that chance, it just got scrappy. I think obviously Jordan was having a good game and then coming out injured. We were playing with 10 men while we were waiting to change it. That affected the rhythm of the game, and then they started to get more advantage of the ball. And then I think that once we subbed him out, and then we had to make another sub again as well. We changed down a left back at the back, and it took a little while for Victor to get into the game. I just thought it just got a bit scrappy. And where before we were playing good football, dominating, getting on it, interchanging football, Jordan was driving forward, Flynn was making good passes. I think when we had to change the personnel, I think that free-flowing football kind of missed.
Did they change anything either as well that made it a little bit more difficult? I mean, especially the last 15-20 minutes, there was 3 or 4 times where kind of maybe...
Yeah, I think they went direct. I think they went more direct.
They got 3 or 3 times
I think they went more direct, and I think that what happened while they went direct, a couple of our players at the back, and I think even central midfield, I did put one other player forward. We kind of went 4-4-2 when we was 3-0 up, because with the subs that I had, I just thought, look, we're 3-0 up, let's try and finish them off and someone else go up top, because we had more of a forward type player to go up there rather than a midfielder. But I think our midfield was a little bit more open, and then they were playing direct balls, and I feel at the back maybe we got a little bit relaxed, I think, where positionally we weren't organising ourselves, and I think in the midfield, because we were a bit shorter, a few balls just ran through, which was disappointing. I felt that they should have done better, because they got through about three times, and to be fair, they should have scored another one, to be honest with you. So yeah, I was disappointed with that. I would have liked the boys to have seen it out.
Do you think, you said obviously they scored their goal, I think, with roughly about 10 minutes to go, and they said they had a couple of chances after that. Do you feel if one of those had gone in and it got to 3-2 with a few minutes to go?
It might have been panicky moments.
It
might have been panicky moments, and I was hoping that didn't happen, and thankfully it didn't, because I was a bit worried. There was a couple of games last season where that did happen, where teams that we were far superior then, they had a little bit of a wobbly period, and then they end up scoring goals through things like that, balls over the top, and us not dealing with it as the game went on. So those are things definitely I think we have to address and talk to the players about, and tell them to be fully concentrated for the whole 90 minutes, because that's what's going to help them go higher and get better. But as I said, happy to see the game out. They're a decent opposition. They try to play. So respect to Guildford for that, but I think I'm happy we got the win, but disappointed with the second half performance. Yeah.
So yeah, just finish it, the 3 goals, 2 for Maxim. Today scored at penalty.
Yeah.
What did you think of the penalty as well? Obviously, I think in terms of it being given,
the decision. If I'm honest, I didn't
I think
really see it.
The referee, I think, was the only. Obviously, it was a cross that came in. You'll see on the highlights. Yeah. A cross that came in. I think the only referee is the only one that saw something.
Yeah,
weren't any appeals or anything?
I mean, Stan did sort of, fling his arms up like he felt he got fouled. I saw that part, but I didn't see the actual collision. I know we had a little sort of shout a few minutes before where I think whether it was Stan again might have claimed for a penalty. So if I'm honest, I didn't see it. Their bench felt it was quite soft. But I think we should have probably been 1 or 2 up before that anyway on chances. But yeah, maybe we got fortunate to get it. But there was a lot of decisions in the game that I thought probably went the wrong way as well, quite a bit. So fortunate to get it, but he tucked it away well. And the
other 2 goals, the second I think came from Maxim's good pressure. He closed down one of them midfielders, pinched the ball, and then the third,
Flynn again. Flynn
scored a really good goal last week, and another one today.
Flynn for me, technically outstanding. Got great strike on the ball. We played some brilliant passes today as well, into wingers or behind and stuff like that. He's got an array of passes and he's got a great strike on the ball. I mean, I think all these goals for us have been worldies. They've been outside of the box and top corner or bottom corners. So he's always up for a goal, Finn. He's a good player to have on a pitch because he always potentially can grab you a goal. And last week, outstanding goal. This week again, touch bang into the corner. So very happy to have him on a pitch. And I think with Flynn, if he can keep himself fit and get fitter, he'll be an important player for us this season. And if he does the right things, he can push on to first team, I believe. But he needs to definitely get himself into even better physical condition. But I'm happy with what he's doing so far.
So finally, obviously, started the season really well. 2 wins in the league, and obviously through to the next round of the cup today. I think next week, it's Tring at home again in the league. Just a quick word looking ahead to that.
Yeah,
I think they've started out quite well as well.
Well, yeah, Tring we were going to play in pre-season, I think, but the game didn't materialise. So I know that they're a decent setup. So it'll be a tough game, and I'm hoping that we can carry more of the first half performance into that game and try and get another win. I'm happy that we've got 3 wins, but I want us to keep winning, get that winning mentality, and be solid. I'm disappointed with that goal. I'm disappointed with the goal we conceded in the first game. I think it was a penalty. When you're 3-0 up or 4-0 up, I want the boys to really care about not conceding.
Be ruthless.
Clean sheet and try and get more goals. I want players to get that in their heads. Don't want to concede. So I'm disappointed with the soft goals. But like I said, it's another win on the sheet. It's good for momentum, good for confidence. We had a couple of injuries today, so we'll see how those are for next week. And hopefully we can keep moving forward.
Godfrey, thanks very much. Well done again today, and good luck next week.
Appreciate the coverage, guys. Thanks so
for your
much.
time. Cheers.
Thanks a lot. Cheers.